Fitness coaches, what if I told you you were one small change away from being able to 10x the price of your current program? And literally 10x. I know a lot of you are selling your programs for $150 to $250 a month, but by making this one small change, you can literally sell it very comfortably for $1,500 to $2,500 US dollars for a 12-week program. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through how you can make your training program require less effort for your clients and how that raises the price and sets you apart from your competition. I'm also going to be walking you through a service that helps people lose fat and make it effortless, and they charge 15 grand for their services. And on top of that, I'm going to be giving you some practical tips that you can include into your fitness program. But first, let's take a look at the current state of the fitness training market. Right now, we're in the busiest time of the year for most fitness trainers. Everyone's on their New Year's resolutions, everyone wants to get in the best shape of their life, but an interesting fact reveals that after the first week, 81% of people give up on their New Year's resolution, and after the second week, only 4.75% of people are still continuing on. So as a fitness trainer, you're kicking ass for the first couple weeks of the year, but what's going to happen when people start falling off? The more important question is, why are people falling off and how can we prevent it? The answer is, they know to lose the weight, get the physique of their dreams, it's going to require a lot of effort and sacrifice. They're going to have to be in the gym 45 minutes a day for 12 weeks to really see solid results. They're going to have to be dieting, the whole nine. And so when you stack everything all together, it's like, man, this is so much effort. So much is required of me just to get the physique of my dreams. I'm just going to give up, right? That's the cycle a lot of people fall into. And so for them, after 2 weeks, they've quit. But for you, now your income is affected. But what's really interesting is when you take a look at the other alternatives on the market to help people achieve the same body goals. Liposuction. Now, compared to a fitness trainer who's charging $50 to $200 a session, liposuction can cost upwards of 15 grand. So what's the difference? The difference is with lipo, people don't have to be sweating their ass off every day. They don't have to be dieting. They literally can lose the fat while they sleep. So if all things are the same and the person is still getting the same result that they want, going either alternative, why do people pay 15 grand for lipo instead of paying $200 for a trainer, even though you're the cheaper option? Because believe it or not, the most important factor is not always the price. There's a reason why in 2022 the liposuction market was worth $4.7 billion. It's because liposuction cuts out the effort and sacrifice someone needs to make in order to achieve the same result. So what does this mean for you? And no, I'm not suggesting you start including liposuction inside of your fitness programs. But what I am suggesting is that you become the liposuction of your niche. You need to become the program that everybody goes to because it makes it so quick, so easy to achieve the result that people want the most, whereas every other trainer is still stuck doing the hard shit that no one wants to do. Now let me go a step further, and before I actually break down some of the strategies that you can implement to reduce the effort and sacrifice in your fitness program, I want to break down the 4 main benefits behind why reducing the effort and sacrifice leads to an increased value and an increased price. First and foremost, when you're reducing the amount of effort in a way that no one else in your market is doing, you become a market of one. You immediately separate yourself from the competition. You're able to transition from a generalist to a specialist. Now, in terms of doctors, who makes the most money? Just general practitioners or specialists? People that are sought after, that are known by name. You want to be in this market. And immediately, just cutting down the amount of effort that's required for your clients to achieve the result that they want in their physique will immediately put you in a market of one, and thus increase the prices that you can charge. Benefit number 2, and this one's understated, but when you reduce the amount of effort required, your clients get better results because they can stick to it for longer. It's not a sprint, it's a lifestyle. And because of that, you get better case studies, people tell their friends, your business grows exponentially just off the back of your raving clients. Number 3, you increase the range of people you can work with. A lot of people have super busy lives, and when your program requires so much, you're cutting out so much of the market. But if you can adopt a mentality of making it as effortless as possible for your client to achieve the result, more people will want to work with you because your program can work with their lifestyle, which obviously leads to more demand, higher prices, more money. And number 4, to really bring this home, you become the liposuction of your niche. You can charge more than everybody else. You stand out in a crowded market and you're sought after. So now getting practical, what are the actual strategies and things that you can include into your fitness program to reduce the amount of effort required and get better results for your clients? I'm going to break this up into 2 very simple categories. You've got the training and you've got the nutrition. On the training side of things, ask yourself this question: how can I make it as easy as possible for my clients to put in the work, get an amazing result? Okay, cool. A lot of people are intimidated when they go to the gym. It's also a lot of effort depending on how far away the gym is. People also have to pay for the gym membership, so on and so forth. Can you incorporate into your program at-home workout routines where people can train from the comfort of their home and still get an amazing result? But we're not going to stop there, right? We want to value stack this thing. Can you order all the at-home equipment they would need to their door without them having to think about it? Now, of course, if you're doing that and you're actually paying for the stuff, you're going to be increasing your prices, right? This is where that 10x starts to creep in. So now they've got their own at-home training equipment. What comes next? With the workouts themselves, do you find a lot of your clients like the really high intensity stuff, or they want something a little bit more mild that they can commit to for the rest of their life? If that's the case, can you create for them a very short 30 to 45 minute routine that's easy for them to understand, that they can commit to, that keeps them in the game longer? On the nutrition side of things, a lot of coaches like to prescribe this very aggressive diet where they have to be cutting a whole bunch of shit out. It's really intense for the first while, and people might go on it for the first week or two and actually see good results, but sticking with it beyond that, forget about it. So how can you create for them a lifestyle diet where you just start off with healthy replacements instead? Instead of putting full cream milk into their coffees, can you find a healthier substitute? Or in fact, can you suggest to them not using a whole bunch of milk for a latte, instead just making like an Americano and putting a splash of milk in? Just that change cuts out 2,100 calories per week, and it's only a substitute. They don't need to be thinking about this new healthy recipe and this and that and cutting. No, it's just a substitute. So the next time they go into the shops, they don't have to be wondering about all the shit that they can't eat. It's just, okay, let me get the normal stuff I would get for recipes, but let me just replace it with healthier options. If you can create a lifestyle diet for your clients, that immediately cuts out the biggest headache when it comes to losing weight and achieving the physique of their dreams. Like I said, just that little milk hack, that's 2,100 calories cut out. If you just do those two things, you can take your program, even if it's a one-off program, from selling it for 200, 300, you can immediately sell that program for $9.97. But when you get creative with it and you figure out all the ways that you can reduce the amount of effort it takes for your clients, you can bump that price up all the way to $1,500, all the way to $2,500 US. I've seen it happen time and time again with my clients. There are a few other elements involved, of course, but simply understanding how you can differentiate yourself from the rest of the market will put you in a league all of your own. So coaches, I hope this opened your eyes to a new way of doing business, a new way of increasing the price and the value of your programs without having to work overtime. If this did help, drop me a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at CorbinSilk. So go ahead, take the strategies that we discussed, implement it into your program, and immediately see the benefits of becoming a specialist rather than a generalist.